Alright, so today we're going to be overlooking the CERBERUS+1 exotic auto rifle from Forsaken. Bungie finally stopped giving me edge transits and gave me this thing, by the way. I got it from doing like my 60th strike or something, if that says anything about the abysmal drop rates. Like you'd be lucky enough to scavenge anything other than a pair of fucking boots from the 500 grenade launchers that you're gonna get from the Cryptarch or even Zavala. The first thing I have to say about this gun is that it looks like it's been through hell and back. Like somebody took an origin story and stuck 3 more barrels on it and called it a gun. Personally, I like my guns looking like they came out of a dumpster of a fast food restaurant, and the lore behind this weapon gives us some pretty sick backstory. The fact that this person scavenged parts on the field to put together a gun that looks as shitty as it performs. But here we're gonna get a still shot of the gun, you know, to bask in all of its dirty and battered glory. I guess we could say this thing's beautiful in its own way. As you can see, this thing does have 4 barrels, and that's where its intrinsic perk is gonna come in. So this exotic's intrinsic perk is called the 4-headed dog, and it reads, shoots erratic bullets from all 4 gun barrels at the same time. To put that in layman's terms, it means that whatever you're aiming at, this gun is definitely not going to hit it. We're talking Ray Charles has more accuracy playing lawn darts in a sensory deprivation chamber than the Guardians of the Last Safe City are with this rifle. Anyway, what do I know? Next up is rifle barrel, which is weird because it says it's a shotgun barrel on a rifle, but increases the range at the cost of you fumbling it around even more because your god-slaying guardian somehow can't get a grip on it. And fluted barrel, which greatly increases handling speed and increases stability. And for the last barrel we have full bore, which increases the range, decreases stability, and decreases handling speed. From what I have experienced, this barrel is a dead-on lie. My measly arms can launch a football further than this thing's accurate range. And for this gun's last perk, we have spread shot package. This triggers flashbacks right from D1, remember Fellwinter's Lie, which by the way has more range than this. Basically this decreases the spread of the bullets when aiming down sights, making the gun slightly more tolerable but still an all-around mess. I guess that's going to be it for the perk overview. Right here I put together a little montage to show the absolute potential of this monster. I hope you enjoy. So, the way this gun performs in PvP is about the equivalent to a toddler trying to fight a hormone-enraged preteen. As a toddler you feel like you could win the fight, but your utter lack of power and knowledge ultimately loses you the battle. You're lucky enough to even come close to hitting the broadside of a barn with this thing. 1 to 2 of your projectiles are usually what ends up hitting the person you're in a battle with, and by the time you're done chipping away at his shield, he's had time to kill 2 people with his ace of spades. But you, the poor soul trying to put up a fight, is a lucky receiver of the 0.6 second time to kill of Memento Mori. One thing I would say this monstrosity has going for it is its ability to kill pretty quickly when you're in French kissing distance. No joke, you have to be reaching into the man's pockets to get this thing's optimal time to kill. But I'll tell you, when it happens once in a blue moon, it feels like God has graced you with another chance to go out there and be disappointed by the underperforming piece of work. Its range is abysmal. Anything out of 7 meters away shouldn't be a target. I'd recommend to back up and re-engage with somebody with an IQ of less than 2 for the best chances of snagging kill with this. So for the time being, I don't see a place in PvP for this gun. Its lack of killing potential and optimal distance doesn't warrant its use over something like a hand cannon, and again, it doesn't have any range to beat out something like even a regular auto rifle. So right now, until Bungie decides to do anything with this gun, I recommend you stay away from it and use something like a CERBERUS regime if you're looking for something like an auto rifle in PvP, since it has more range and it could kill at longer distances compared to this thing. But I guess that's going to be it for the PvP portion of this review. It's sad to say, I thought this gun was going to be a lot better than what monstrosity it is now, and I hope to see it get buffed soon. But now moving into the PvE portion of this video. This gun suffers from the same thing the rest of the primary exotics do, and that is the lack of anything going for the weapon in PvE. It seems like this thing is supposed to be a novelty weapon. By that I mean it has no use and doesn't fill any role except to just be there and I guess to have fun doing it. There's no reason to use this thing over any other exotic. Even the Rat King has more utility to it. It has the ability for trash mob ad control with the gun shooting 4 different directions. one of your barrels has to hit something coming across it. It has some pretty decent DPS to tier 2 enemies. If you land all 4 of your bullets, you do get some good damage out on a single target. But in that case, why not use a shotgun or a sniper rifle if you're dealing with these? And against a boss, I guess it's cool to see all the numbers pop up so you get some placebo effect that makes you think you're doing something. But in reality, you're just there to make noise. I don't think this gun has a place in the game right now unless they update it to add like some ease of use or to add some utility to it. Maybe rampage, maybe landing all 4 shots decreases the spread until it gets to a laser to maximize the DPS potential for this thing. Imagine an auto rifle where you're shooting 4 bullets at the same time for every shot. That'd be some pretty fucking sick ass damage. It sucks to see this thing perform so badly since I was kind of hyping it up before the expansion even dropped. This was a gun I was hoping was going to be amazing so I could keep using it, but in reality, it's some ass. If you got a gun you want me to complain about, consider dropping it in the comments section so I could look at it and try to get the gun, so hopefully Bungie would drop it for me. But anyway, if you enjoyed the video, consider dropping a like, maybe even a sub so I get some closure out of complaining. And I guess that's going to be it. See ya.